What's up, guys? It's another day where you can go earn another dollar. No, I'm just kidding. No, what I said is true. But on a more serious note, I really wanted to sit down and discuss winning in life. But I know the previous video, I discussed more the seizure of opportunity and how seizing opportunity is really what differentiates somebody who's successful and somebody who's not successful. And so after reviewing that, I think a really good follow-up video for that would be talking about confidence. So a lot of people talk about confidence in many different aspects, whether that be in life, whether that be getting girls or getting guys, or just being the best version of yourself. There's definitely some truth to all these things, but confidence plays a huge role in a lot of winning in life, if you will, whatever winning in life means to you. So for example, I have recently been applying to go get jobs right now. And in 2026, the job market is really, really tough. I mean, everybody, so many college students have fucking college degrees, but it's a saturated market. It's like the same for people with computer science degrees. Everyone went out and got a computer science degree, but not everyone has a job with a fucking computer science degree. That's a whole nother topic, but basically, when going into job interviews, right? A lot of the times you're applying to places that you're qualified for. You know what you're doing. That's why you're really applying there. And it really boils down to when you talk to the other person on the line who you don't know, how convicted are you of what comes out of your mouth? How convicted are you of your own ability? And that really boils down to a self-respect thing within yourself. Have you done everything you said you would do? And psychologically, that shit compounds, you know? You have times where you're like, I'm gonna lose weight, I'm gonna get a six-pack by the summer to look good, and you just go ahead and do it. And there's so many benefits to just telling yourself you're gonna win and then going out and doing it. And it's more important that you go out and do it than just tell yourself and not do it, because life really is war, and the battles that you have in your head about where you can be and what you're doing are really also battles in your mind as well. And so if you're confident enough, and confidence can mean a lot of things, but for the most part, what it really means is, do you have self-trust? Do you have courage? And do you have competence in what you're doing or saying? And so, for example, I got 0 fucking followers right now on this fucking YouTube channel. I've been trying to make a fucking YouTube channel for years. I just have never been consistent enough, because there's always a distraction and there's always excuses, and that's on me for not doing it, for not being consistent. But I have realized, and a lot of things have happened more recently, that I'm just like, fuck it. And so when you really have that confidence and competence in one's own ability, then you're just gonna go out and do it and not really look back. And once you really build that, and once that confidence is there, man, the world is yours. I mean, just think about it. I can tell you from a young man's perspective that, like, for example, a lot of people are always like, when you talk to girls, you know, just be yourself. I mean, that's like, in theory, that's great fucking advice, but What the fuck does that mean? Be yourself. What if you're a fat piece of shit living in your mom's basement and you have no social skills? I would actually recommend the opposite. Do not be yourself. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like shit like that. That's like, just be yourself, be confident. Like, what the fuck does that mean? That's such vague advice. But really more what I firmly believe is what they say by being yourself and being confident is just trusting your own self-identity is enough, has enough worth to attract whatever it is you're seeking, right? And it will. If you stick true and you're authentic, you really do vibrate on the highest frequency possible, which is being yourself. Like, no one, the saying is true, no one can be you better than you. So that's definitely something worth leaning onto. And also just like, that ties back to also confidence being a courage game as well. Like, most people, when they see a pretty girl or whatever, they're just like, they could be shy, they could be scared, they could be timid, but like, for what? Like, the only thing you're really doing is training yourself to be weaker. And I mean, if you want that life, that's on you. But me personally, and I'm sure this message resonates with a lot of the people watching this too, is we don't want that kind of life. We want a life where we can feel free to have the courage to do whatever. And I think that's what a lot of people want. A lot of people are seeking courage and self-competence within oneself and things that they're passionate about. And so back to like talking to women topic, yes, at first it's gonna be tough. Like, nothing at first. Everything at first must be hard, and then it becomes easy. I think that's a Chinese proverb. But as you just go out and keep doing it, it just only becomes easier. Like, it can't get harder. And you only start to uncover the path more and more. You start to see like, oh shit, these are the kind of jokes I say, these are not the kind of jokes I say. Or this is where I can be more fun and bring out more of my inner child. This is where I can be more serious. And this is just more than just beyond dating and relationships, talking to women. This is just in life in general. Like, for example, job interviews. Like, a lot of these people applying to jobs, they could have, on paper, they could be fucking Steve Jobs, or they could be fucking Mark Zuckerberg. But when you talk to that recruiter, if they don't like how you are as a person, just based off the phone, because really, they're judging you based off of a phone call as to whether or not even if you're qualified, as to whether or not they really like you. Because most jobs, really what they're seeking is, do I like this person? Do I want this person to work for me? And so you just kind of have to see, like, yeah, you just kind of have to like be yourself, have some charisma, you know, have some ability to connect, but also tie in a little bit of humor, and that shit goes a long way. So if you have, as my parents like to say, especially my dad, he's like, if you have some cojones, you'll get pretty far in life. So it's just worth having confidence. A lot of things in life is just a confidence game. Like, mind you, much of life is competition. You're really fighting for other things, whether that be your dream life, whether that be your dream partner, whether that be whatever you want, whether that be money. Like, everybody wants what you want, trust me. So it's just a matter of, am I more confident than you in getting it? Therefore, I'm more likely to continue to do the work that I have to do to get what I want. And then also, am I consistent? That's a whole, we can talk about that in the next video, consistency, because that's something personally I've struggled with. So I can give you more insight on that topic. But in regards to confidence, man, yeah, bro, you just gotta go out and do it and be willing to fail. And that kind of ties back to that other video I had where we talked about how the school system failed us. And I think that was another aspect in where the school system failed us, is by teaching us that failure is not okay. Not that it's not okay, but it's punished. It's not rewarded. It's punished by getting an F on your fucking report card. It's punished by getting a 3, getting yelled at by your parents because you didn't pass that exam. It's not encouraged. And really, the fastest to get to success much faster requires a lot more humility and a lot more failure, a lot more experimentation. So it really does boil down to you having the ability to put yourself out there and have that confidence, have that courage and self-competence too. And that really comes from action, honestly. Like, you could tell yourself this, you could affirm yourself that in the mirror, but the only thing that solidifies manifestation in this world is pure action. And so every time you do an action, it's like I like to call it like it's like an electrical charge you're causing in the universe and in the cosmos. And that's what's going to bring a reality to existence. And you can just, that's a whole nother topic too, you can just research. But to not go on tangents here, just really reflect on your life if you're struggling with confidence, when you've been confident and why you were confident. That's so crucial too, because it'll open up your eyes to be like, okay, this is what I did, and I stay committed to myself, I stay disciplined, stay consistent, and it just compounds. And so I encourage you guys to go out, reflect when you were confident, reflect when you demonstrated confidence, reflected when you demonstrated self-competence, reflected when you had courage. And I continue to and I encourage you to continue to do that, to just keep practicing it, because you can only improve if you continue to practice it. And that's all I got for y'all today. I gotta go to the fucking dermatologist right now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow and we'll talk more on consistency. Peace.